Bree Michelot called Child Protective Services 100 times. 100 times. Because her little boy kept coming home bruised and beaten when he visited his dad's. 100 times. And then there was this one last time, and it was a biggie. It was an emergency order seeking full custody. Emergency to the Department of Child Protection in New Jersey. Emergency. He can't go to his dad's tomorrow at 9 a.m. It can't go on. It can't. And the judge said, no. And so Bree loaded that little boy into the car and she took that little boy to his dad's. And 9 hours later, that little boy, Corey Michelot, was dead. And there's the result right there. His dad's mugshot, charged with murder.
It's video that shocked the nation. A 6-year-old forced to run on a treadmill at high speeds. The little boy keeps falling off and his dad keeps ordering him back on. He falls hard 6 times. 12 days later, prosecutors say Corey Michelot died from chronic abuse.
Hello and welcome back to Rise in Crime. In today's video, we are going to dive deep into the case of Christopher Gregor, the son of a former state trooper. And I will warn you, this is not going to be an easy watch. Now, Christopher Gregor, on all accounts, is just a huge piece of shit. But I will still give a little backstory to him. He seemed to excel in his schooling and was on a state champion team, and was even selected to be part of the district's Heroes and Cool Kids mentorship program for middle schoolers, reserved for high school students, considered positive role models by their administrator. But sadly, that is all the positives I can say about this man. Because shortly after that, he was job hopping across the United States and racked up more than half a dozen criminal charges in Baltimore between August 2017 and April 2018, including assault, robbery, and destruction of property, public records show. It is unclear when or how, but sometime during all this, he had met a woman named Brianna Micciolo, the mother of his child Corey. Christopher never met Corey until Corey was already 5 years old. And sadly, there were troubling warning signs from the very first time. It is reported that Corey returned home to his mother, Brianna Micciolo, that day with a busted lip, which Gregor said happened when he accidentally kicked the youngster while playing soccer. For some reason, I am not buying it. Which leads us to March 20th, 2021, where Christopher and Corey were seen entering the Atlantic Heights Clubhouse Fitness Center, where the youngster was promptly placed on the treadmill and began running. Footage captured Christopher walking up to the treadmill to increase the speed and raise the incline. But the sudden changes were too much for the little Corey's legs, causing him to fall down multiple times and slide off the quickly moving track. Christopher lifted his son and tossed him back onto the treadmill, which forced the boy's legs to fold backward as the father seemingly biting his teeth into Corey's head. On April 1st, at the urging of his mother, Gregor took the boy to see a pediatrician. During the appointment, Corey was given a clean bill of health and reportedly revealed that his father made him run on the treadmill because he was too fat. The next day, Corey woke up from a nap feeling nauseated, stumbling around and slurring his words. Gregor brought the boy to Southern Ocean Medical Center, carrying his son's near-lifeless body into the hospital, as seen in disturbing surveillance footage. His injuries were so severe that Corey suffered a seizure during a CT scan, forcing medical staff to take emergency measures in a doomed attempt to save his life. The 6-year-old was pronounced dead shortly before 5 p.m. An initial autopsy found Corey died as a result of blunt force injuries with cardiac and liver contusions with acute inflammation and sepsis. Jurors watched the disturbing video from March 2021 of the 31-year-old Gregor repeatedly pressing the speed button as Corey ran on the treadmill, causing the boy to fall off the machine 6 times. The incident did not kill Corey, but the prosecution argued that Gregor's overall cycle of abuse ultimately led to his son's death. Gregor inflicted blunt force injuries on Corey the day he died as punishment after the boy's mother was 14 hours late bringing him home. While the jury found Gregor guilty of aggravated manslaughter and child endangerment, they rejected the more serious murder charge against him. Aggravated manslaughter can carry a prison term of 10 to 30 years. Had he been convicted of murder, Gregor could have faced life in prison. When the jury forewoman announced the guilty verdict, Gregor was seen shaking his head slightly. Brianna Micciolo, Corey's mother, began crying. Mario Gallucci, Gregor's attorney, said his client was not surprised by the verdict. He knows it was just the first step in a long battle, Gallucci said. Gallucci confirmed that Gregor absolutely plans to appeal the jury's verdict. The defense argument throughout the case was that Corey died from sepsis, caused by pneumonia, and not blunt force trauma to the chest and abdomen, as concluded by the Orange County Medical Examiner's Office.
Corey's cause of death has been confused because of extensive injuries caused by the CPR process. The injuries are all CPR injuries. Nobody can live for more than 2 minutes with a 1.5-inch laceration of the heart. The most likely cause of death was a very severe, rapid pneumonia.
So there you have it, a truly gut-wrenching case. A child taken way too soon, a horrible father, and a mother just trying her best. If you like this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. Many more to come. Take care of yourselves, and see you soon.